I would still have a problem with how we get to the whole Ra's al Ghul versus Green Arrow fight, because again, we would have to go through the whole thing with Merlin and his convoluted plot to blackmail Oliver into fighting Ra's al Ghul. But the result of like Green Arrow getting killed, because of the whole the lying to Thea and refusing to kill thing, it would make up for that a bit. And it'd be a cool way to kind of wrap up the Arrow storyline. I mean, sure, I'd be kind of bummed that we weren't going to get the 5-year origin story, the Arrow origin story that we were promised. But I mean, the way it's looking, we're not going to get that anyway. And of course, the flashbacks would just abruptly end, I guess, because it's just a new timeline. I guess there would be no point in following those flashbacks anymore. But yeah, I just thought I was kicking around. I mean that would make that. I mean that would be pretty fucking dark. That would be a pretty fucking dark ending to quote unquote Arrow, or at least that timeline. That would be a pretty ballsy move. I don't know if the network would be willing to go along with that, but I mean, why not? I mean, Green Arrow was just gonna come back the next season anyway. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Was that coherent? Um, So yeah, I thought that was just kind of what I thought would have been kind of a cool idea, even if whatever, it would never happen in a million years, totally impractical. But I mean, just for the whole drama of Oliver's little predicament with the lying and the keeping the promise to Tommy and thing, just the irony of it all. So this season of Arrow is very divisive, very divisive. Go to the comments section of anything related to Arrow, whether it be a photo, a video, a news article, anything about Arrow, and inevitably in the comments section, you're gonna have some sort of flame war going on between people who think, like me, that seasons 1 and 2 of Arrow are far superior to season 3, and then you got the season 3 apologist and like I said before, I've touched on the whole like counter criticism and thing. I just want to talk about it a bit more here. I mean, I can go on for days about all the arguments that people make about how whether they support Arrow or they don't like the way the show's going and the whole back and forth and all that. I haven't seen like a show this divisive probably since like 24 season 6, and it was like the same thing. Like there were the people who knew that season was shit, and it seems like as time goes on, the more people are willing to admit that it sucked. Um, and between those people, and then there was the people who still said it was a good show. That and then in retrospect, they'll say like it was a bad season of 24, but it was still a good show. And it's funny because a lot of people say that the same thing about Arrow, that it's the season 3, that it's a bad season of Arrow, but still a good season of television. No. But yeah, I just want to touch on this just a little bit, just to give you a flavor of just what's going on out there. So I just pulled up a random, I think it was like a news article on Arrow. It was like probably one of the season 4 news things. And here's a quote from one of the people who love Arrow. Still, they say quote, again, Arrow is my favorite show, but everyone is hopping off the bandwagon 'cause one bad year. End quote. Yes, yes, we're hopping off the bandwagon because of one bad year. Cause okay, so here's the like example. This like here like okay, Fant Four Stick, the new Fantastic Four movie. Fant Four Stick sucks. It's basically accepted that from everybody, even the people who like Arrow season 3, that movie sucks. That's universally panned. Now, the first hour of that movie, well, there's people, generally the feeling is either the whole movie sucks, or at the very least, the first hour is alright, but then it goes to shit in the last 35, 40 minutes, and it's because of I mean, before, this isn't a Fantastic Four video series, but I mean, again, you can make a whole series about that. Um, the thing is that what they suppose happened here was the director wanted to make this kind of different kind of like body horror, fucking Fantastic Four movie, and the studio wanted something more along the lines of like Avengers. So the first hour of the movie is more what the director wanted, but then the he was shut out of the editing bay, and the last 35 minutes were made up of reshoots and all this other shit, and the movie was edited together by some crusty old Fox movie exec who's never read a comic book in his life, and it's just generally accepted that at least that second half sucks, totally sucks. Okay, so even if you accept the premise that that first hour was good, right? That's 35 minutes of a movie that sucks, right? But yet that whole, like, on the whole, most people think that whole movie sucks and is universally panned just for 35 minutes of the movie sucking. But like, even let's say the whole movie sucked. That's an hour 35, hour 40 minutes, however long it was, of it sucking. I mean, that movie was just god awful. That thing made like no money. It fucking like they had the porn parody. It was Fantastic Whore, Rise of My Silver Surfer. That made more money than this fucking movie. Because at least that movie made a profit, and this is gonna end up costing the studio like $30 million or $60 million or something like that. But anyway, so that is just like, let's say, an hour and 40 minutes of sucking, right? Arrow sucked for an entire season this year. Now, and I'm not even one of the more critical people here. I mean, I thought the first 4 episodes were pretty good. When I was going over those first 4 episodes, I was like, because, first I started this whole video series. I said a bunch of shit before I actually got to the episodes. Then I started reading the episode recaps, and I started recalling these episodes. I'm like, this stuff's not too bad. Like, maybe I was being too harsh on this stuff. Nope. You got to episode 5, and then it was just got mediocre as hell through episodes 5 through 8, and then episode 9 was a fucking abomination. So, I'd say even maybe, like, only 19 of the 23 episodes sucked, right? But that's still like 19 or 23 hours of television that sucked. That meant 23 hours of continuous, non-stop, suck television. Fantastic Four only sucked for less than 2 hours. Arrow sucked for 23 hours. So yes, fuck yes, that is an eternity in television time. For an entire season to suck, that is an eternity. So yes, I'm getting off the damn bandwagon. That is far too long. 23 hours. When people say Fantastic Four sucks, and it wasn't even 2. So yes, I'm getting off the bandwagon. And the thing is too, what I found with television shows, generally the pattern is they start off good, then they go to bad. I can name numerous shows that have gone through this same pattern, and Arrow's following suit. First 2 seasons were good, third one sucks, and it'll probably suck until it ends. Only notable exception from the shows that I've watched I can think of was The Shield, which, in my opinion, stayed good throughout, same quality. Some people don't like the first season, thought it was too procedural, too slow. What I thought was fine. And the only other pattern I've really noticed was where a show starts off slow and not that great, but gets better as it goes along. The most obvious example of that would be, like, name any Star Trek show. Pretty much every Star Trek show is like that. Maybe except for the original series. I mean, even like Enterprise and Voyager. I mean, granted, they probably still weren't all that great by the end, but they were in a better place than they were when they started out. TNG, DS9 obviously just got better, just kept getting better and better. Um, I mean, so this whole idea that there's like a slump season that you can have like one bad season and then it's gonna be back on track the next season. I've never seen that, never. But I don't know, maybe that's just my personal experience, but I've never seen that happen before. Um, I mean, you got like something like Enterprise or even that stupid Knight Rider reboot where they kind of took some of the criticism to heart, and at least I give the showrunners of those shows like credit, even though their show still didn't measure up. At least they made an effort. At least they tried. These Arrow people, it does not seem like they're even fucking trying. So yes, 23 episodes, an eternity in television time. No. Just to read a couple more comments here. These are from the official Green Arrow Facebook page, not Arrow, the TV show Facebook page, but the actual character Green Arrow. Here's a cute one. I can't wait to see Magneto on Arrow. Don't return to Marvel. I know I just finished talking about season 4 news, but for those who didn't know, this is breaking news. Remember when I said that Diggle was going to get some kind of identity concealment this season? They just released a photo of what his quote-unquote costume was going to be. It's a fucking joke. It is so fucking stupid. It's just dumb. I don't know. The only way I can think they can actually get it to work where it's not just something that's completely fucking stupid is that they like add to it as they go along or something. Like that can't be his full-fledged costume, really. It's literally just him, normal, except he has a black Magneto helmet, a black Magneto helmet. It's just a Magneto helmet spray painted black. That's his identity, like concealment, his costume, whatever you want to call it. Huh? Oh man, it's things like that. I can't even like put it into words. I mean, I suppose wait and see. It's just a photo, but I don't know. I just don't see it working. I just don't see it fucking working. Another comment we have here, as it relates to this Magneto Diggle costume thing. It says it's actually a top-rated comment. No, wrong. Arrow's going off the rails if it does this. Bad enough Felicity ruining the show last season. I like Diggle, but leave him as he is, please. Go back to your roots. Season 1 and 2 were much better. Yes. Yes, seasons 1 and 2 were much better. And someone else goes on to say that the first 2 seasons, they were more grittier and things like that. And it's like, yeah. I mean, isn't that what I've been saying the whole time? That those first 2 seasons were more realistic and grounded, and that's what made the show good? Not this, like, superhero fucking comic book fucking, like, straight off the page live action comic book thing. It's just not as good. And to anyone who defends Arrow season 3, I mean, this just makes it, no matter what you think of the season as a whole and things, right? But the one thing that stands out above all other things, and fine, maybe the fact that I don't enjoy Arrow season 3 is a matter of taste, okay? But I got 3 words for you people who defend Arrow season 3. Blue Iron Man. Fucking Blue Iron Man.